Okay, to continue on with the sliding jaw, we have to create a little feature down here, add a little bit to this body down here. Now you can see this, the base part is in our way. If I right click on the base part, you can easily hide components like that, and I'll maybe do the same, right click on that and hide that jaw as well, which kind of gives me kind of easier access to that, so you don't have to kind of leave them on all the time. Give yourself a little bit of leeway on that. So we can carry on then editing this sliding jaw. So if I go right click on that and edit the part again, so I'd kind of come out of it after I kind of left the last video. So make sure that this is always blue if you're editing the part, otherwise if I was to start a new sketch on there, I'll just do that for a second. You see it popping down here, it's not in the part, so make sure you don't do that. So discard change that. So right click on the sliding jaw and I'll edit the part. Now it turns blue, now I'm in editing that actual part. So make sure you don't make that mistake. So select that face, edit sketch. I'll leave that face selected because all I'm going to do is convert the entities on that face. You can see it all converted there. Click OK on that. And that's pretty much, just going over to pretty much what I'm looking for, except for one little thing. This line up here up the top, I need to kind of move this down ever so slightly because we're trying to create a little gap there. A little bit of clearance on the top of this. So to remove that, because it's kind of fully defined, to remove that, if you look here, if I click on any of the lines, it's got this on edge relation in it. So if I click on the top line, and we could click it over there and delete the on edge relation in there, but while you're here, you might as well kind of just click on that, left click on the little relation and hit the delete key on the keyboard, and that leaves that line free to kind of pull down and kind of move it. Okay, so all I want to do then is just add in a 4mm dimension to that, and that's that next kind of sketch done, if you like. Okay, so I can exit the sketch, and then if I just do an extrude on this one, and I want to bring this one up to this surface this time, so instead of doing a blind extrude, we'll select obviously up to surface. That's the surface I want to bring it up to, so you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to add that on, but leave that little clearance there for any dirt or dust that kind of gathers in the jaw. So click OK on that, and that's that part done. So I can now exit that part, and you see it's gone back to blue. And what I'll do is I'll show those other components again, show both of those, and that's me on that. Now, for the next thing we're looking to do is we need another copy of this jaw plate. So I just hold the control key down and hover over the jaw, the first jaw plate, and hold my left mouse button down and drag it away. See, we create a little copy of that. So an easy way to create a copy. Now all we got to do is mate it. So select my mate tool and mate the faces. I'm going to have to flip that around. There you go, accept that. And then mate these faces. Happy days. And then the last two faces. And that's that fully mated and in there. Okay, so that's my part. Now you'll notice we've got a couple of countersink holes, but we're missing the tapped holes in this back plate. So nice thing you can kind of do on this one is in assembly features using our holes series. You might remember I was kind of looking down here. If I just show you this little option here to use existing holes. So instead of creating a new hole, we can actually use existing holes. So if I tick on that, and the existing hole I'm looking to use, and make sure you select on the hole itself. So that's my existing hole, and you can see it's a countersunk M5 flathead, so it finds that out. And if I look in here, you can kind of see it's already kind of creating what it thinks I need for the next one. So start hole is defined by the feature countersunk M5 flathead, so we don't need to kind of change that. This bit, as per normal, is the start based on start hole. Okay. Next bit then automatically kind of finds this this little thread. So you can see here, what are we looking for here? So we're looking for an M5 and the depth then. So whatever our depth's going to be, what depth do we kind of maybe want for this? So maybe we might want to just change that to 5 mil, so you can see there, and you kind of might say, I'll kind of make that. You can afford to kind of go 7 mil on that. So you can kind of change that and modify that to your own sort of needs on that. Now again, if you had this option available, you could actually pop in the screws there, and I'm going to do it on this one. So if I select that option as well, I go place fastener. After a lot of whirring of the cogs and grinding and around, and it eventually kind of pops in, click OK. And you can see we got our fasteners in there as well. Okay, so if you don't have that option available to you, which I don't think you do on your home versions, you can always do this one, smart fasteners. Actually I don't think you guys have on the student version any of the fasteners. If you wanted to kind of get the fasteners, you could kind of take the screws from work and kind of bring them home and insert them then just as normal screws. Don't think you guys have this smart fastener option. Anyway, I'll show you how it works anyway. So using the smart fasteners, click OK on that and click add. And that's me. And you can kind of pop in here and change all sorts of things about the screws, but we'll take this the default ones. The ones that the countersunk had been set up for is the screw that'll kind of pop in, so that little machine screw, it'll pop in there. So you can see the fasteners pop in, and we've got that populated on that. So nice handy little options there.